Let's go to this. There's a late-breaking story that is out now of something that I think we could see coming from the very beginning. And in fact, I just thought that that Elon Musk's whole charade would have fallen apart after the fact, frankly. The idea that he was going to revolutionize Twitter, whatever that means. It seems that Elon Musk has gotten cold feet, as it were. But here is Joe Biden on Friday saying that responding to Elon Musk's feelings about the U.S. economy. Now, well, let's play this clip and we'll talk about that for a moment.
Elon Musk has said that he has a super bad feeling about the U.S. economy. He's laying off 10%. You say to Elon Musk about his feeling about the economy. Jamie Dimon has said similar things.
Well, let me tell you, while Elon Musk is talking about that, Ford is increasing their investment overwhelmingly. I think Ford is increasing the investment in building new electric vehicles, 6,000 new employees, union employees, I might add, in the Midwest. The former Chrysler Corporation, Stellantis, they are also making similar investments in electric vehicles. Intel is adding 20,000 new jobs for making computer chips. You know, lots of luck on his trip to the moon. I mean, I don't, you know.
It was just like a great moment for him. You got to give him credit.
Got to give him credit for that. Now, there is, they cited Jamie Dimon. There are other finance bankers who are worried about.
Jamie's a friend. Jamie's a friend.
Worried about the economy. And, you know, who knows? I definitely think what happens, though, and particularly with Elon Musk, who seems to be really increasingly revealed as a guy you look at and you just wonder, how does he tie his shoes? And then you realize, well, probably slip-ons. But
or someone's paid to tie them for him. Yeah.
But there's a lot of it doesn't take more than a Jamie Dimon for a certain percentage of really rich people to go, there's something wrong with the economy, and then sort of backfill in the reasons. There very well may be. We're living in a very, very strange time where you have, near record low unemployment. We just had great employment numbers for last month. We're having, there's upward wage pressure. There is also, at the same time, some measure of inflation and price gouging, and we have problems with supply lines. So it really is unclear. But that is an important response, even though it doesn't necessarily address possible concerns with the economy, although, I frankly, that's above my pay grade as to what's going on. I think that's true with frankly, a lot of people. But Elon Musk should not be part of this conversation, is the bottom line. Or at the very least, he could be talking about it, but nobody should be asking the president about it any more so than someone should say, you know, Sam Seder said this on the Majority Report the other day. What do you think about that? Like, Biden's response should be similar.
He treated it.
Good luck with the next Celtics game or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Hope your kid's little league team works out. He should, that type of disregard of Elon Musk is exactly what this society needs more of.
Totally. And another thing that I feel like is not making headlines with that response there is he mentioned the union jobs that are being created, right? That was part of that statement there by the electronic vehicles being manufactured by Ford and other automakers. So there are two rhetorical flourishes that he used there, or at least, themes that I think are helpful for him and Biden should do more of. One, going after billionaires, and two, talking positively about unions.
And the Ford building electronic cars and other companies, that's really a problem for Elon, because Tesla's stock, like a lot of tech stocks, is basically pumped up as a future monopoly play. And as it becomes clear that that isn't going to happen, it becomes a lot darker for Elon.
We had this conversation, I don't know what it was, 6 months ago about this. It's like the idea that Elon Musk was going to set up proprietary charging stations around the country. And that's one of the reasons why he was against Build Back Better. Because even though every single thing that his business success has been built upon has come from government largesse, tax breaks, tax subsidies, development of technologies that he's incorporated in the context of his cars, which I am all for. We should have more of that. But what inevitably you see people like Elon Musk doing at that point is trying to shut the door behind him.
Yeah.
And the idea that the U.S. government would create charging stations around the country would simply open up the ease into the transition of electric vehicles by other manufacturers, for like the big ones, Ford, GM, and then Toyota, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And he doesn't want that, of course, because he wants a monopoly. And then what he does is he starts saying, I'm worried about the economy and the wokeness.
And he's worried about other things he's worried about that dynamic for sure. One, that's why he's calling out Biden publicly. But two, that's why he does these stunts. He's the PR stunt billionaire. He loves trying to get himself into headlines because that's what he thinks creates more investment and gets people more hyped about Tesla. That's what this whole Twitter debacle was.
Right.
But it's falling apart before his eyes because he's not smart.
And now he's basically written a letter to Twitter saying, I'm going to scrap the deal because as far as I can tell, what he's basically admitting is, I forgot to ask, do you guys have a bunch of bots? Like, do you have as many accounts as it says on your, publicity page on the, I did my due diligence by going to the about page on twitter.com. And it occurs to me, maybe I should ask about how many bots you have.
Yeah, Elon, it's every single person that said they like the Tesla truck.
Exactly. All those bots. But of course he's going to back out of this deal because it was going to be a crap show for him to own this thing, which is why I kept saying call his bluff. And he realized I better fold this hand before somebody actually does call my bluff.
Well, the Tesla stock has taken a dip because of this, so now he's trying to pull the escape hatch. Hopefully it's too late. Fingers crossed.
You know who's also really happy about this is Donald Trump, because now he doesn't have to come back onto Twitter or have to be faced. Now he doesn't have to be unbanned from Twitter is really what the point is.
I always believed in Truth Social.
I can't. It's if I had been unbanned, where's the aggrievement?